Hello, kamusta po kayo? Dito po ay magbabahagi muli tayo ng video na kung saan ay ito ay isang pagdinig na naman kung saan ay dinaluhan ng ating Vice President Sara Duterte, na kung saan sa una pa lang pambungad na mensahe ay talagang medyo nag-upos kaagad siya rito dahil nga ayon sa kanya ay naimbitahan siya bilang resource person at hindi bilang witness. Base na rin kay Vice President Sara Duterte ay ang mga witness lamang ang pwedeng mag-take ng oath dito sa hearing na ito. Ngunit talagang hindi nila napilit itong si VP Sara para mag-oath sa nasabing pagdinig. So bago natin ipagpatuloy ang ating pagbabahagi ng video na ito, kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe dito sa channel na ito, pindutin lamang ang subscription button at isama nyo na rin ang notification bell para magbigay update sa iyo sa tuwing tayo mag-upload ng video na ito. So yun, sundan natin at panoorin natin itong ibabahagi nating video na ito.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, the Honorable Vice
When you
President.
sent a letter to the Office of the Vice President, you attached a copy of the rules
Okay.
in aid of legislation.
Yes po.
Yes, sir. Nakalagay po doon na witnesses lang po ang ino-oath. Sabi niyo po ngayon sa amin, resource persons kami.
Ang ano po, considered as resource person po.
Ang ano po?
Kayo po.
Kaya nga po.
Yes po. Lahat po ino-oath po.
Yes.
Apo.
Nakalagay po sa rules ninyo, witnesses. Nakalagay po dito ngayon sa table, resource persons.
Lahat po considered as resource person and witness. Lahat po naman kayo, lahat resource person pa eh. Wala pa naman po tayong tinatawag na, lahat po considered as resource person pa lang po.
Right. Opo. Ang nasa rules ninyo, witnesses lang po ang nag-o-oath. Wala po kayong rules sa resource persons.
Ma'am, ano lang po yun eh. Yung term lang po yun eh. Pero considered as a resource person din po kayo eh.
Yes, sir.
Opo.
Resource persons nga po
Kayo,
nakalagay
witness
dito.
din po at saka resource person po.
Hindi nyo po sinabi na witness ako. Sinabi nyo po dito ngayon, resource persons. Ang nakalagay po sa rules ninyo, witness.
Comsec, ano po yung pinadala po ninyo?
Yun pong rules in aid of legislation.
But we will proceed to the oath taking. If the Vice President refuse to take her oath, we will respect that. In the meantime, Comsec, please proceed with the oath taking of the other witnesses.
To all the other witnesses and or resource persons, please stand up and raise your right hand, inviting the DBM, the COA, and other staff from the Office of the Vice President, Your Honor. Okay, please your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the statements you will give before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. The oath has been administered, Your Honor.
Before we proceed to the interpellation proper, the Chair will recognize the Honorable Vice President for her message. Yes, ma'am. You are recognized, ma'am.
There is no misuse of funds. If there are audit findings, we shall gladly respond to them before the Commission on Audit. And if there are legitimate cases to be filed, then we shall gladly respond to them before the appropriate courts. In relation to this, may I just say that I take notice of the opening speeches and nasabi doon, there is a determination of misfeasance, nonfeasance, and malfeasance. And those are cases that should properly be taken in the courts of law. What we are witnessing now is no ordinary legislative inquiry. This exercise is a well-funded and coordinated political attack. This much is evident from the very words of the privileged speech that prompted this inquiry. A speech that simply meant to say, do not vote for Sara on 2028. It is clear to me that this inquiry is not about misused funds, accountability, or governance. Instead, it is solely aimed at discrediting my name and my office to prevent future political contests. I have publicly stated my reasons as to why I've chosen not to defend the OVP's budget proposal for 2025. I have narrated the issues I encountered in previous years, which can easily be confirmed by looking at the NEP, the GAB, and the GAA for fiscal years 2023 and 2024. Further, I have even shared the drama that transpired last year regarding the confidential funds. Hence, just as we have done last year, we again leave the 2025 OVP budget to the pleasure of Congressman Martin Romualdez. I am not asking for any special treatment, nor am I asking you to uphold any tradition. There is no disrespect. All I am saying is that you have the complete freedom to do whatever you wish with the OVP budget. If you feel that all the documentary submissions are not enough, then by all means, huwag kayo magbigay ng budget. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman ang budget ang punteriya ninyo. Dahil napakadali naman magtanggal ng budget. What you are trying to do is make a case for impeachment. Hindi naman ako kakandidato sa nalalapit na eleksyon. Hindi ako namumulitika. Ang ginagawa ko lamang ay ang pagtupad sa aking oath of office at campaign platforms na trabaho, edukasyon, at mapayapang pamumuhay. Sinabi ko na noon at ilang beses ko nang inulit na hindi ako ang problema ng bayan na ito. Ang totoong problema ng bayan ay kagutuman, kahirapan, illegal na droga, kriminalidad, terorismo, hindi na sapat na healthcare, kalidad ng edukasyon, kawalan ng plano ng infrastruktura para sa disasters, at marami pang iba. So, you may try to destroy me, you can skin me alive, and throw my ashes to the wind. But let it be known, you will find me unbowed. I will continue to serve the Filipino people no matter the personal cost or political intrigue. Having said that, I will not allow myself to be subjected to an inquiry based on an empty, privileged speech just so you can attack me and do indirectly what you failed to do directly during the budget hearings. I therefore request this committee to terminate this inquiry for its clear lack of any proposed legislation or substantive matter for discussion. Shukran.
The issue on confidential fund is a matter of public interest. Lahat po tayo ay interesado, hindi lamang po tayo, yung publiko po, interesado kung paano po ito nagamit. Kaya yun po ang dahilan why this committee has jurisdiction over the subject matter.
Sa simula pa lang ng pagdinig na ito ay medyo may napansin po ako rito na kakaiba sa mga naunang pagdinig na dinaluhan ng ating Vice President Sara Duterte. Para bakit kaya parang nag-iba yung treatment ng taga-kongreso sa kanya. Hindi katulad ng mga naunang mga pagdinig na medyo talagang persahan nila kung kapag nagtatanong sila sa confidential funds na yun na talagang isang dahilan na para ma-impeach itong si VP Sara. Pero sa ngayon parang napakakalmado nila. Maging si Congresswoman Castro ay hindi na nag-question dito kay Sara Duterte at talagang tinumbok na niya yung taga-COA.
Okay, so dahil hindi naman po nag-oath yung Vice President, Mr. Chair, ang akin na lang mga tanong ay tatanong ko na lang po sa DBM at saka sa COA. Okay, so inaasahan natin no, na magsasabi kayo ng totoo. First question ko po sa DBM. Yung pong, by the way, I manifest second round kung matatapos ko na yung 5 minutes, Mr. Chair.
Sige po.
Yes. Okay. So, nung 2022 po na budget ng Office of the Vice President sa DBM, Mr. Chair, meron po ba ditong nakalagay na line item for confidential funds?
Please address the chair.
Mr.
When
Chair,
answering.
Mr. Chair. Sorry, Mr. Chair.
Yeah.
Sa DBM po, please, you are, ano pangalan? Yusek Toledo, you are recognized.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, yes, there is no line item for confidential fund, but there is a program that item under that program po na ginagamit po yung confidential fund po.
I'm not satisfied with the answer. Ang tinatanong ko lang po, meron bang line item doon sa budget ng Office of the President na confidential fund? Meron po bang line item po? Yes or no?
There is no, Madam Chair,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Okay. How about noong 2023? Budget of the Office of the Vice President. Is there a line on about confidential funds?
There is, Mr. Chair, there is a line item for
Magkano po, Mr. Chair, yung confidential funds of the Office of the Vice President for 2023?
500 million, Mr. Chair.
Okay, you're correct.
Mr. Chair, may I
The
request...
Honorable Vice President is recognized.
Thank you. May I request to leave the inquiry?
Ma'am, pwede naman po, considering na hindi naman din po kayo naka-oath and alam naman po namin, marami rin po kayong ginagawa. The Vice President is excused.
Thank you.
Thank you po,
Thank you,
ma'am.
everyone. Good morning.
Napansin natin na bigla na lang nagpaalam itong si Vice President Sara Duterte para mag-leave dito sa hearing na ito. Siguro kung napapansin nyo, wala talagang nag-question dito kaya Vice President Sara Duterte tungkol sa nais nilang halungkatin o i-question at doon na sila nakatutok sa taga-COA. Nagtataka lang ako at parang kung inyo pong papansinin, parang naiilang itong mga taga-Congress dito kaya Vice President Sara Duterte. Siguro kung nagustuhan mo ang video na ito, i-like nyo lang at i-share itong ating video. At kung nais mong magbigay komento, mag-react o magbigay opinion, i-comment lang sa comment section sa ibaba mismo ng video na ito. So hanggang sa muli po, marami pong salamat sa patuloy nyong panonood. Kung nais nyo pong maging bahagi ng ating mga ibinabahaging video rito at para magiging updated po kayo lagi, i-subscribe nyo lang po ang ating channel para po magbigay update sa tuwing tayo mag-upload sa ating channel. Maraming salamat pong muli at mabuhay po kayo. God bless.